Introducing. It's Boso in recess. Go ahead.
Well, I think Billy Joe's going to surprise a lot of people tonight. I wish he would have stayed on, but I think to
Oh,
counter on one of the boxing bros, he talked about Billy Joe not showing up at Demetrius Andre. That was like that was a decision he made. The decision was made by Vada because Vada found a inhaler substance that he used for an inhaler or
yeah.
whatnot. It was some weird, bizarre shit. So it was
It's
like
for
almost like some
It's for
Gillian.
cold.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you're in winter right now. You're in
Yeah.
winter right now. It's
Well, it's
hot
summer.
over here.
No, well, I know, but you know what I mean. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but it's
different
winter.
climate, so it takes a different way to acclimate if you're going from one place to another like
Yeah.
that. So no, it ain't like he didn't show up. I wanted to see that fight too, but it wasn't like he had a choice. It wasn't like, hey, nah, I'm out. No, some weird, strange things happen. One second.
I'm introducing. 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 That's our new song, isn't it?
So I'm looking at it like this. I think, and what I wanted to ask, I mean, it's the thing is, what has Canelo learned since he fight Lara? He got behind on Lara and he had to, come back with, well, according to certain people, he didn't have to come back at all. But, the same thing Lara did to him. Thank you. You welcome. The same things Lara did to him. The same.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joe can do the similar things. The only thing is he doesn't have the reach, but he has the footwork.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows Canelo struggles with boxers. So I want to see what he's learned. Danny Jacobs wasn't a boxer. He was a physically gifted guy, but he wasn't a boxer.
Right.
He didn't have that boxing pedigree like most. He was like, guys like that, like Danny Jacobs, he was a tough guy. But, I mean, Billy Joe is no Danny Jacobs, and Danny Jacobs is no Billy Joe. Billy Joe will confuse a lot of people tonight. He'll have a lot of oohs and ahs, but when it comes down to it, will Canelo stop him? I don't think so. I don't think it'll be anything like that. If he does, I'll be highly impressed. But so that you guys know, we will see if the protection plan is in full effect. Because if this shit is short, you know who they're going to give it to, and it won't be a gypsy named Billy Joe Saunders. And I don't want to be a political guy about it, but you got to call it how it is.
Yeah.
You have Floyd with a majority decision. That's Floyd, the best man that did it at the time. He got a majority decision against Canelo, and he schooled him all night. How the hell that happened? 2, Lara. You didn't even land 100 shots with Lara, but you beat Lara.
Why you beat him, right?
And you had a guy that Levi Martinez scored it like 9 rounds to 3 in favor of you. What 9 rounds did you win in that fight? Then you had Triple G, the first fight, where you had nowhere near any punch stats to prove that shown that you did anything, which he boxed. He boxed and countered in spots, but it wasn't enough to win a fight.
He lost the first fight, Canelo did, yeah. But they yeah, I know. Sure.
I mean, it just goes like that. Yeah, he improved in the second fight, but that was going to be, I guess, enough for the standards of who judges it for him to win. So, I mean, look, they know, and Billy's not blind. He's not dumb. He knows he's going to have to do something special tonight. Let's see if he can do it. That's the thing. Can he do it? Will he do it? Does he have the tools to do it? Because you're still dealing with one bad mother sucker, one red-headed fighting machine. He knows how to fight. I think he's got better with his upper body movement, me personally, but has his footwork improved? That's what we'll see tonight. So, do I think Billy Joe can win? Yeah, I think he can win. If he sticks to a game plan, he might stink out the fight with a boxing match. But at the end of the day, can he beat Canelo on points? That's the question. And the day he can beat him on points, that's the day I will start respecting Canelo the same I did as Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya was that guy that couldn't lose in the 90s. He couldn't lose for shit. He could not lose a fight. And you're like, okay, what is this? What is really going on? Pernell Whitaker dropped you, and you still beat him on points. Right. You know what I mean? It wasn't until Felix Trinidad and Don King, all in America, baby, won that fight in a decision, right? So, You know, and that's when I started to respect Oscar because I'm like, okay, the protection plan's gone. So if Canelo actually loses the decision, I can get behind him because I know that protection plan is gone. And I know he's just fighting and there's no favoritism in his corner like we can't ignore that was there before. So
Bars.
Bars. So will he beat Billy Joe? It will be on points. Watch what I tell you. It would be Canelo on points.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if Billy Joe outlands him by 50 to 75 punches. It will be Canelo on points. Oh well, he had the dynamic. He won the story of the fight. The what? Yeah, it will be all types of shit. Trust me. Well, no, he learned it. He like it was more punches landed, but like those were just pot shots. These weren't power punches that Canelo was landing tonight.
You know,
those are the type of thing that would be the commentary that you have to look to see to let us know what's going to be. Bars. So that's my counterpunch on Billy Joe and Canelo. I think Canelo and Billy Joe. I hope it's a great fight.
Is it going to be points on UD or split decision? Did you say UD?
I don't know. The way it's going, it has to be split now because we got a crowd. We got a crowd now. So since we have a crowd, I think it has to be something that's more believable. But one of those scorecards are going to be way the hell off, and that's the guy you target was the culprit.
Yeah.
I would have split decision for Canelo Alvarez. Now, if he can get the stoppage, there won't be any reason for a scorecard now, will it? Unless you're Kovalev.
Yeah.
Mr. Oh, I'm so weak all of a sudden. Oh my God, you hit me so hard. You hit me so hard, Canelo. Oh,
yeah, Divalev.
Yeah, Divalev. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's who he is. Good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So that is Kurt DeVille from Counterpunch Boxing News official prediction, guys. Curty, always a pleasure for you to tell.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Yeah, thank you. There's a